OEL to Mitch. What was that? Here come the Panthers off a spinny backhand pass, and they score. Mitch, what on earth are you friggin' doing? What was going through your head when you did that? 3-0 in your own barn halfway through a game 5? You guys suck!
All right, SICHL26 fans, we are back again. And before we started, I was just checking a couple things here before we got into the action. And I wanted to show you this over here. After the last game against the Schooners, during the game, we had a bunch of times where they looked like guys were injured and stuff like that, and I forgot about it. I said, well, let me check and see if any of those guys actually were like injured, because I know like Keller was back on the bench afterwards and stuff. No, Hintz, Gensel, and Clayton Keller all injured. So I could only offer my profoundest apologies to Eric. I'm sure all of you are feeling very bad for Eric right now, so please make sure to send him your condolences as well. And we hope for the speedy recovery of these Nova Scotia Schooner players. All right. That said, we are going to get right back into the action. We're going to sim a bunch of games again, see if we have any trade activity or anything like that going on. And then we will pick randomly we'll pick one of the matches in December to play. At the end of the month, we'll check the stats and we'll check the standings, and we'll see how everybody's doing. So coming off that shootout win against the Schooners, let's keep on simulating. See how we do against the Aces. A loss to the Aces. We will try our luck against the Buckaroos. Oh. Overtime loss. We got a trade offer. Brunicki and a second for a second and a third. So we're basically flipping seconds with Toronto. My second is probably going to be low because we're doing very well. I'm not sure how Toronto is doing relative. I think they were doing okay as well. Brunicki is a top 4 medium, which isn't bad. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'd put some guys on the block, but I don't think Brunicki was one. So I think we're gonna listen. He's a top 6, he's top 4 medium. We'll give it a shot. We'll keep on keeping on. We'll see. Not for just we're basically trading him for a third. We can hang on a little bit. We're going to need all the help we get from the youth because we're not going to be able to re-sign everybody. Oof. 7-2 loss. Again, we are out McMichael and we are out Backlund, so we are a little hurting up the center, and it is showing in the standings. There's another loss. All right. Scouts think it's going to be a good year for rookies. I agree. I think the odds of us getting McKenna, very small, but hopefully we can get something good. Keep simming here. Calgary. Finally a victory. Cole Koepke on waivers. Well, no thank you. That's fine. You can keep them. All right, let's see how we do against the Gators. Now he's offering me a second straight up for the 4th and Brunicki. I'm just going to take a look and see what the deal is with Brunicki. Because top 4D medium is good. But if he's like 25, that's not as good, right? So let me just take a look and see. Again, I can't make any actual changes. I'm just using this so I can see what this guy's deal is here. Let's look at the player info. Harrison Brunicki, he's 19. He's rated 65 overall right now. If he's 19, that's going to increase. The problem is he's 65, so it's going to take him a while to get there, and he may not really. By the time his overall increases enough that he's going to be a valuable player, he may have already kind of aged himself out a little bit. But I mean, definitely worth hanging on. He's on a 2-way contract. There's no real urgency to get rid of him, especially, again, because we have all these veterans that we can't trade out. We're going to need a crop of young guys because I can't trade to get young guys. So I think we're going to... Yeah, I mean, I'm upgrading a 4th rounder to a 2nd rounder to throw in that guy. I don't think that's enough. Thank you, Toronto, for the offer, but that's not going to get it done, baby. Oh, 6-0 victory over the Gators. That's what I'm talking about. That is what we like to see. Let's see if we can keep the party going here against the Slammers. No, we cannot. Oof. 3-1 loss. As we head into December, let's sim this last game against Florida. Okay, a little warning there, a little roster management warning, but that's fine. We don't have anybody that's on a qualifying. A shootout loss to Florida, and we were, I mean, listen, we were riding high at the top of the division. Not so much now. Let's take a look, first of all, and see the stats and standings. We slipped to 15-8-5. American Division, we're now in 3rd place behind the Aces and the Buckaroos. Boston, Seattle, Chicago, St. Louis, and Jacksonville bringing up the rear. European Division still dominated by the Shamrocks and the Revolution. Gladiators, London, the Vikings, the Barons, the Cougars, and the Riders. There, let's take a look over in the Canadian Division. Canada East, oof, look at this little surge here from the Commish with the Fredericton Express leading, a sizable lead in this division, 39 points. Next up, Acadia at 30, and then the Ice, Steelhawks, Millionaires, Slammers, Rex, Schooners, really everyone's kind of in the mix after those top 1 or 2 there. And finally, Canada West, the Bisons, still on top, but Yukon Dawn nipping at his heels. Sun Devils, Vipers, Rockies, Norsemen, Mustangs, and Supersonics. Let's take a look at points. Nope, that's not what we wanted to do. There we go. For your beloved Philadelphia Fire Ants, Kaprizov Johnson has moved up to 2nd in our leaderboards. Giroux, Hannafin, Genther, McMichael's still with 18, even though he's been injured, so that's good. Nurse, Hyman, Vetrano. Let's take a quick peek at the goalies before we move on to look at the league-wide stats. Kemper, 913, but a 281. And Annanen, who had a really strong start, dropping off a little bit here. All right. Let's take a look at the entire league. No, we don't want the A. Oh, I guess we will. Hang on. Well, okay, I pushed the wrong button, but that's fine. We could take a look at the AHL, see how the AHL's doing. Miramanov, who we signed just as a free agent, leading the team. Malinsky, another free agent signing. Chibrikov, Lewis, Athanasiou, Del Mastro. So all those pickups we got, all of our ringers are ringing. And that's exactly what they were paid to do. Let's now go to the entire league. If we can, there we go. Entire league. Barkov. Wow, still up top but dominating. Look at that. For the Express, 48 points in 28 games. That is 11 points ahead of second place. Barkov making a play for all the hardware. Quinn Hughes, Marchenko, Kachuk, Morrissey. Here, we'll scroll down so you can see which teams they're on because it's not always obvious here. Quinn Hughes from the Barons. Marchenko also from the Express. That is a dominant top line. Kachuk. Look at that. 3 out of the top 4 players. Same team. Morrissey from the Aces. Matthews. Also from the Aces. McDavid from Vancouver Island. And I'm sure everyone also had this as a top 10 player. Troy Terry, obviously. You know, I mean, every year, I mean, it's getting a little tired. Every single year, year in, year out. Top 10 players, there's Troy Terry. There's Troy Terry all the time. But listen, when you're a great player, when you're a future all-star like Troy Terry, then it only makes sense. And then, of course, Rasmus Dahlin. All right, let's take a quick peek at the GHA. We'll just look at this instead of looking. There's like 6 conferences or something. We're just going to look at the conferences. In the Levesque Conference, the Clippers in the lead. Villains, Avalanche, Pucks, Vampires, Claim Jumpers, Grunts, and your Poughkeepsie Pit Fighters rounding out at number 8. And then over on the Fitzgerald division, the Patriots, Knights, Canucks, Cowboys, Rabid Raccoons, Valones, Broncos, and Mutantes. Got to give a little love to the GHA. We will be playing a GHA game at some point. We will see the Poughkeepsie Pit Fighters in action, but not quite yet. Okay, let's head back to the actual NHL, and we are going to figure out... Well, let's try that again. There we go. Heading back to the NHL, we're going to go back to the calendar, and we have to decide which game we are actually going to simulate. So let's count up the teams that we haven't already played yet. So Toronto, Fredericton, Reykjavik, Calgary, Jacksonville. And then we have Acadia, Dublin, Stockholm, and that's it. So we've got 8 teams. So random number generator. I still haven't dug out my dice, so I'm sorry. We're just going to do a random generator off screen. You have to trust me. It is numero uno. It is... Okay, well, I don't want to do the first one. Okay. All right, what we'll do, we'll simulate the game. We'll just simulate the game. It's fine. We got it. We rolled the first one. It's going to be Toronto. The rest of the... Hang on a second. There we go. Every time I click off, it gives the tap now. We'll do that one. If it goes short, then we'll either have a shorter stream and we'll just pick it up next week, or we'll sim a few games after the sim. We'll see. But for now, let's get right to the game then. That's the good news. We'll simulate up to that day in case someone wants to pitch a trade at me, and that might be exactly what's happening. Aces. 2 seconds for a second and a third and Bernicki. I mean, that's... Again, I like the idea of getting 2 seconds, but really I'm just getting a pickup grade from a third to a second for Bernicki, and that's not going to be enough. For a guy with top 4 medium, he's only 19, I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, let's play the game. All right. Do we bust out the third jersey? We have not displayed the third jerseys yet. If you watched the previous series oh so long ago... Why won't it switch my... Hang on. CPU versus CPU. There we go. We have brought back the blackout jerseys. So that is going to be our third jersey. Beautiful home jerseys there for the Rex. And let's get this party started. Toronto Rex versus Philadelphia Fire Ants. Pasternak, Jarvis, and Carlson, the big hitters over on the Rex. We have not been scored on in in-game simulator yet. All right, everybody standing at attention for the American National Anthem. Because this is a fictionalized version of America, it's not quite so awful. All right, there's the face-off, and Genther races across the line but loses the puck. Carlson to Jarvis. And Jarvis looking for a target, sends it behind the net for Pasternak to Carlson. Backhand shot on Kemper, who holds on.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you.
Getting ready for another face-off.
Still plenty of time left in this frame.
Back to the point, McNabb to Pasternak with another shorthander. McMichael. Oh, McMichael's back, apparently, unless I read that wrong. Dylan Genther. I mean, had it wide open. Well, not wide open, but I think she probably should have went past there. But Genther with another big shot. Genther working for the offense, but can't get it behind the goalie. Oh, huge hit. McMichael back off the injury. Maybe not 100%. Hurt his upper body. Genther again working for that puck. Nurse to Mahura. Mahura loses the puck. McNabb up to Blake. And Blake pass to Ekblad. Laser to the net, stopped by Darcy Kemper. Here's that hit by Zadorov on Jarvis, just leveled him. Lowball looking on in awe.
We're still scoreless.
Wyatt Johnson against Cole Perfetti. Johnson wins. Nurse skates up over the center line, bringing it in past the Hyman. Can't get the shot off. Vetrano with the follow-up. Stopped by Cam Talbot.
See if we can pick up some momentum again here as a face-off is ready to go.
Johnson squaring off against Dickinson. Dickinson wins. Sent to the back of the net. Mata to Clark to Anderson. Anderson cuts across the middle. Dickinson can't get a clean shot away. Ski to Vetrano. Passing. Vetrano takes a weak shot. An easy stop for Cam Talbot.
Past the halfway mark of this period.
Backlund back from injury as well now. Out there to take the draw.
They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession.
Marino up to Nosek. Over the line, loses it. Ski heading back the other way. Over the blue line, looking for someone out front and finds him, but a great block there by Svotzel to intercept the pass. Bluger to Nosek with a shot. Off the pads. Digging at it in the corner now. Bluger sends it back to the line. Svotzel shoots it off a player's leg. Gets a couple of cracks at it. Close call. Ski up over the line. And Ski on the rush to Kerfoot with a shot. Ski a little slow to get up after that hit. So we'll have to see if he's injured. Blake. Good defense there from the Ants. Johnson rushing back the other way. Crosses across the middle. Takes the shot. But Talbot with a good save.
It's a quick shot that comes from the slot that you have to have good reflexes to be able to make that glove save.
Here in the late goings of the period, we've still got
All right. McBain versus Seth Jarvis, and Hannafin. Not sure where he was going on that face-off draw, but okay. Gergensen's with the interception, trying to get a shot in before the clock runs down, but Talbot there for the stop.
Puts a bow on the first 20 minutes of play. We've got lots more still to come. Second period action.
No scoring after the first period. Dead even on the shots, just about even on the hits. A pretty balanced game thus far. No one able to score yet. Period 2 starting, Jarvis versus McMichael. And McMichael loses the draw again. I like Giroux better at center.
Well, how do you sum up things so far here, partner? We've seen a period played already.
James, these games
Genther
can be boring for us up in the booth.
over
They
the
can also be
line,
boring for the players as
dumps
there's
it
not
into
a lot
the
of offense being
corner.
generated and real tight defensively.
Kicked out, but that's going to be icing, I believe.
Icing
It
is
is.
the call. We'll get a face-off at the other end.
And we head back to the offensive zone.
We're still in the early stages of this period. Still
McMichael
scoreless in this
again.
one.
I mean, again, I want to see his face-offs improving. Let's see if he can pull it off here. Does not. Loses another face-off, and now Carlson up over the center line. Knocked off the puck, but able to get it again. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Wow.
Defensive play to pick off the pass.
Wide open net. If he had made that pass, great work by the defense. Icing call is better than a goal.
Face-off, ready to resume play.
And McMichael wins a critical face-off there.
Handles the pass.
Giroux over the line. McMichael absolutely plastered.
It's a message sending, James.
Perfetti.
I mean, you want your opponent to hear footsteps, right? Be looking
In
at
front,
your
Kraus.
and making sure that you're wearing them down.
Sneaky
He does
backhand.
exactly that with that huge hit.
Almost gets through. Genther back up the other way now to McMichael. Loses the puck. Genther picks it up again. Mahura comes in. Beautiful shot on from Talbot. Talbot still hugging that corner.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love
Ants
that
trying to keep
one.
the
I
pressure
expect to
up,
see him out
but
here again.
the Rex.
Handles the puck.
Kraus
Drives it to the crease.
takes another backhand, but Kemper with the stop.
Let's have a look
Listen,
at the last
an
hit.
intense
I mean,
game.
that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is
Here's
a momentum
Kraus
change.
just
You can see the bench
absolutely
erupting with that
planting
one.
him. Oh my goodness. Looks worse in slow motion. Lawson Kraus putting his body on the line for the Toronto Rex.
Still no score in this one.
Johnson on the dot this time.
Toronto's got
Loses.
the offensive zone.
Spotzel
With the stop. There's the whistle as the puck
from
starts to hang
the
on.
blue line. Big shot through a lot of bodies, but Kemper finds
Well
it.
past the midway mark of this period, the game is still scoreless.
Johnson again to face off against Teddy Bluger.
Puck is dropped and he
Wins the draw over to
Defensive
Nurse.
zone.
Around the back of the net, back to Johnson. Mahura up to Hyman. Hyman, little move at the blue line, takes the shot.
Big save by the goaltender.
Talbot with the
Moves it
save.
over to Blake.
Blake heading back.
Moves the puck into the attacking area.
Wide open out in front, but couldn't get the pass over.
It frees up the puck.
Spotzel comes up with the puck, trying to get a shot away.
Under all
Mad
sorts of
scramble.
pressure in his own end with the puck now.
Vetrano
Can't hang on to the
knocked
puck
off the
after
puck,
that.
but stays with it.
Toronto's gonna play to get
Hyman!
the draw.
Oh, a great opportunity to Johnson with the shot. Hyman!
With the stop.
Some pressure here from the Ants.
By Nosek.
Bluger one-on-one here.
Strong defensive effort.
Ekman Larson up to Hyman.
Speed moving in.
Hyman turns on the Jets over to McBain with the shot deflected in the corner.
To keep it out. Up along the wing.
Carlson over the line.
And that's deflected.
Ekman Larson
Grabbed by Ekman Larson.
to Zadorov. McBain. Blind backhand pass out the center, picked up
From the
by
left side, it moves to
the
middle of
Rex.
ice.
Carlson coming in now, putting the moves, and then planted by Zadorov. Gergensons to McBain. McBain with the shot. No one there to pick up the rebound. Anderson coming back up the line. Pasternak. Seconds winding down, and great defensive work there. Greer to McBain, but they're not going to get a shot off. And again, scoreless after 2.
Period number 3 is coming up next.
Scoreless after 2, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to head into the third. Philadelphia faithful on their feet as McMichael once again squares off against Jarvis. Hannafin to Giroux to McMichael. McMichael makes a move, takes a shot. Nice block there. Stick broken by the defenseman. He heads back to the bench to grab a new one as the Rex making a move here. Nice save. Ekblad to Pasternak, intercepted by Hannafin, but Pasternak steals it right back. Beautiful work from Pasternak. Back to Ekblad. Big shot from the point. And Kemper
Lots of time left in this period.
with the save.
Gets a hold of the puck.
Kraus takes the shot, takes a weird bounce off the defender.
Give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the
Kemper had to scramble to grab that one.
puck. Officials ready to drop the puck and get things back underway. Well, that's one way to win the
Hannafin
draws. He skates away with the puck
to
after
Giroux.
2 seconds.
Giroux pokes it up
Here we go. Puck's in deep.
around the boards. Picked up by Giroux and knocked off the puck. Kraus heading back the other way. 2-on-2. 3-on-2.
Blocks the shot.
Zegras out front. Kraus with another big backhand.
By the goaltender. And
Gloved by Kemper. Some great work here
decides to hang on to this one.
from the goalies on both ends of the ice.
Mark of the period. Still looking for our first goal.
Wyatt Johnson wins the draw to the corner. Vetrano fights for it.
Nurse is moving the puck through his own zone.
Nurse up to Wyatt Johnson. Johnson looking for the pass. Takes the shot instead. That's blocked. Nosek flattened. Blake up there one-on-one and absolutely demolished. Absolutely demolished.
I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you
Vetrano
gotta play with a competitive
on
edge and
Blake.
intensity.
Big hits. Crucial face-off here. Nothing. In the corner, battling for it. Picked up by Clark, who's nailed into the boards. Vetrano over to Johnson. Takes the shot. Saved by Talbot. Jarvis trying to get around the defender. He does, gets in. Big save from Darcy Kemper. Great work there by the Toronto Rex.
Tonight as they kick off a road trip. Past the midway mark in this period. We've still got zeros on the board.
Ski off the face-off. McMahon
Philadelphia's working the transition through the middle
over
of
the line, over to Backlund. Big shot from the top of the circle, but big save again from Cam Talbot. Mata run over.
I think he tried to turn him into drywall on that play.
Carlson with the failed pass back. Clark has to chase it. And now Kraus coming out. Left Carlson wide open, but his shot also wide, thankfully, for the Fire Ants. McMahon back up over the line, takes the shot, but it's blocked. Kraus. Anderson taking his time. Kemper with the save. And we got a little bit lucky there, had all the time in the world.
Still scoreless in this one.
Defense needs to clear those guys out. Back to the line, Marino. SICHL over to the corner to Zegras. Zegras to Kraus. Kraus back out to the line. Takes the big shot. Somebody lost a stick on the defense. Genther, big cross-ice pass to Giroux, and he has stood up. By the Toronto Rex, Perfetti over the line, and Toronto Rex has been absolutely dominating so far in this period. McMichael comes up with the puck, trying to get out of the blue zone here. Pass to Giroux, dumps it in.
Toronto's got control of it now from their own end.
Jarvis to Kraus. Kraus knocked over. But Toronto up to Johnson, trying to make it over the blue line, but he's pinned in there by the defense. Back to Jarvis. And Jarvis again using that speed to get around him. Carlson with a big shot, blocker save, or sorry, pad save rather, by Kemper, and we are going once again, ladies and gentlemen, to overtime. The goalies, the stars of the show thus far. Some beautiful saves on both ends of the ice. Well, let's see if overtime is going to save it. Four on four coming your way.
OT should tell us who wins and who loses, and they're ready to get it underway.
And McMichael wins a critical face-off. Zadorov up over the line, takes the shot. Jarvis now has the breakaway. This could be it. Oh, what a save from Kemper. Zadorov to McMichael. Coming back the other way. He's got ahead of them. Oh, what a beautiful save from Cam Talbot. Unbelievable. Jarvis up over the line. Floats one past the goalie. Zadorov intercepts the pass. Rushing into the zone. Pushed off the puck though, and now back the other way. Jarvis trying to find his teammate, but Genther intercepts Zadorov. He's exhausted. Dumps the puck, but up over the bench. Or into the bench, actually. Darcy Kemper standing on his head once again for Philadelphia. But credit as well to Cam Talbot on the other side.
Both teams gliding into position, and the official set to drop the puck.
Kemper with 3 shutouts on the season already. Looking to add another one tonight. Oh, I said shutout. No, what did I do? Why did I say that? No. Oh no. Oh no. No, why did I say that? Oh, okay. It scared me. I thought that's gonna be karma, immediate karma. Hyman coming the other way. Giroux with the follow-up gets the goal. In overtime, 1-0 victory over the Toronto Rex. Unbelievable. Even my loose lips could not sink this ship, ladies and gentlemen. A big win for the Philadelphia Fire Ants. Claude Giroux scoring.
There's always the question why before a goal is scored. So let's go back and just
in overtime.
Defended in their own zone here. Yes, they gave up high danger opportunity.
Again,
in transition,
Hyman
they were able to capitalize
with the shot.
And they were able to get a good chance on net.
You see after he takes the shot, he sees Giroux has it. He is going to race out of the goalie slot to make sure there's not going to be any kind of interference penalty. And boom, top shelf for Claude Giroux, and once again the chain reaction, baby.
You gotta love it. Just a fun night all the way around, and they've stuck around, and they stuck
One
around.
heck of a game and another win for the Philadelphia Fire Ants. Some great action But in the end, one winner, and that winner is yours truly, baby. Let's go. Ants looking to claw their way back to the top of the division. 1-0 Philadelphia Fire Ants over the Toronto Rex. All right, we will finish that game. If it'll let me. There we go. Slow controllers, baby. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? A big win for Philadelphia. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to end it there, and then we will pick it up next time with the simming through the rest of December, and then we'll pick our January match. Again, the new year is coming, January. It's not going to be long before we're getting to trade deadline area. We're about, you know, we're what, like a third of the way through the season already. And we will pick it up next time. Thanks, guys. I will see you then.